everybody, welcome back to Stringman Guitars. We're down here in the underground lair. We have a Fender Jazzmaster this time. It's made in Mexico. While I'm thinking about it, if you live in the greater Pittsburgh area, you need your axe sharpened, look us up, Stringman Guitars, gmail.com, and Facebook. And please like and subscribe to the video. It is made in Mexico, and it appears to be an 08. Upon first inspection, controls are a little bit scratchy. However, after working them back and forth a little bit, they seem to be wanting to clear up. So that's just from a lack of use. So let's see where we are with the relief. This, by the way, is getting a brand new, how much did it cost? $19.07 Tusq XL nut. By the way, it's a S5000, and gentleman originally asked for a bone nut, and I said, well, bone nuts are good, but they have no acoustic property to them. This sounds like a piece of glass, so it does have acoustic property to it. It's hard, it doesn't wear down. Anyhow, let's see where we are as far as, oh, and it has one of these, the ever hated heel truss rod adjustment. So holding at the last fret, and Fender wants you to check at the 8th, and there's way too much banana in that neck. So the neck's got to come off. And the other thing I noticed, you can unplug the tuner. Let's zoom in a little bit. See where it meets the wood there, how it kind of moves. Like that's flat. It actually sticks out about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, there you go, you can see there where it's kind of rounded out near the maple neck. That being said, we got to be careful that we don't chip that paint while we're taking the neck off to make these adjustments. Alright, I can tell you that I'm gonna be the first one in this to adjust a truss rod, because there's one fell on the floor, but 4 pieces of plastic from the plate cover. So I'm the first monkey in here. And let's remove the neck. Nice tight, no shim. Certified OK by Fender. Let's see what the straight edge tells us. Straight edge even has a bow in it. Alright, so I'm going to give that a bit of a turn. Righty tighty, and it turns. So cool. Let's see. How much we put a little bit of back bow in it, and give it just a little bit more. There we go. Now, That's just guesswork and experience, not necessarily in that order. Yeah, I'd say we're going to be fine with that. If not, take the neck off a second time. So you know what I'm doing is I'm using simple green. Doesn't hurt the wood, doesn't hurt the finish. And a soft bristle toothbrush. Alright. Should have put on my hand condoms for this. Oh yeah. All that DNA is coming off nice. Looks like whoever's been playing this is really favoring the G string because it's dented all the way up here and then bendy, bendy, bendy there. I mean, the frets they put on these things aren't meant to last forever. Next order of business. Yeah, we need this. Make sure it's tight. Get this nut out of here. You don't hit it hard because you don't want to bust the wood. But if you can take some of the break the glue, it helps out much. Alright, this one will work. Come on. There we go. Starting to move. There we go. There it is. Yay! Remember the noise we made earlier? That's a plastic nut. Here's a Tusq nut. So this little nib on the wider looking one, the one closest to the camera, that's got to come off. Okay, so I showed you the nut earlier and we took the little nib off the bottom. Now it needs to be the same depth as this other plastic nut. By what I can tell, the nut slots are about right here. I think I'm just going to smooth the bottom because on the original nut, see the slots are cut deep. On this, it's shorter, but if I line it up with the bottom of the nut, the depth of the slots is about where these end up. So I am just gonna, I got some 220 grit on this 9.5 inch radius fingerboard. I'm just going to smooth it off and You do a couple strokes that way, and then you do a couple strokes this way. Because you don't want to make it lopsided. You want to keep the bottom parallel. You don't want to take off more on one side of the bottom than the other. And that looks really nice. So, get rid of that. Now the other thing we're going to have to do, keep this piece of sandpaper, because I know that this nut is going to be too wide for the slot. At least they usually are, and they're definitely too long. Okay, so I'm going to take some off. And I'm going to take some off that doesn't say Tusq on it. Because I want it to fit in the slot. So I'm going to continue to do this here until it fits in there tightly, and we got to shape up the ends to match the original. Okay, we have the new nut fitted into the slot, but as you can see, it's too wide, so we have to shape the ends. So I'm going to go over to the vise over there and get up my file set and shape it up to match this one. So now we have a properly shaped nut in there, and I'm not going to glue it in yet. Just sounds like a herd of stampeding dogs upstairs. Anyhow, I'm not going to glue this in until I have the strings on it and pretty much set up, just to be sure that it's going to be the right height. So I think we're good though. Okay, as I pointed out earlier, we have the nut in place, but now we have a clean fingerboard and a polished and oiled fingerboard. The frets polished up to 4000 grit micro mesh. Alright, boys and girls, we have got our Jazzmaster strung back up. We've got to check a few things here. First we've got to bring it up to pitch. I'm going to measure the first fret. It has to be between 18 thousandths and 22 thousandths. We want 10 thousandths relief at the 8th fret, and we want 4/64ths across the fingerboard right here. And then we got to adjust the trim. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to raise the bass side and drop the treble side just a little bit. But I'm going to let the thing acclimate to not having strings on it for a day. So let's, oh yeah, we wanted to check our first fret string height. Ooh, okay. That is perfect. Perfect. I am not going to touch that. I will, when I come back tomorrow, loosen the strings off, pull the nut out, and drop a couple drops of wood glue in there. You never want to put super glue in a nut slot. Hey everybody, welcome back to the underground lair. we have our Jazzmaster pretty much set up. Got intonation, got the bridge balanced. I just have to glue in the little Graphtec Tusq nut. So let me get some glue. Yes, I've got some tight bond wood glue here. We're going to drop that right in to the slot, just a little bit. 2 spots. And we'll take our nut, put it back in the slot. Try to put it back in the slot. There we go. Get it to where we want it. A little bit of paper towel where I had the glue resting. Wipe off the excess. Alright, I'll adjust back the eraser out. And start retuning. A rattly Jazzmaster bridge. Hate it. Bad design, guys. Alright. That's why all that paper towel is jammed in there. Okay, intonation is all good. See here, pickup height. Let's see how close or far away these are. Too high. Still too high. Good. Good. Actually, this can come just a hair. The screws are almost stripped out from being rusted. Perfect. And these come up. Let's hope this sponge under there still works. Good. That's going to come up. Almost. A little too much. Okay, that'll do it. Yeah. Okay, other than doing a little bit of cleanup here, this Fender Jazzmaster is done. What did we do? We replaced the plastic nut, remember this, with a Tusq nut. Double check the string height, it's within spec at 22 thou. We have 10 thousandths relief at the 8th fret. We got our string height. We got a hair over 4/64 on the E and on the E's, on the low E and the high E. We got the trem balance so that it's in tune if it's unlocked and it's tuned if it's locked. I guess the only thing we gotta do is plug it in and play it. What we have here is a bridge pickup volume and tone wide open. Middle position. A little bit of noise in the pot just from not being used much. And the bridge, or the neck pickup. And then the special part, engage the rhythm part with its own volume and its own tone control. None of this does anything, it's bypassed. There you go. Okay. Hey everybody. This has been an interesting ride. First Jazzmaster, but cleaned up real nice. Polished frets, new nut, intonation, string height, relief, everything works. Not all the controls work. If you live in the greater Pittsburgh area and you would like to have your axe sharpened, stringmanguitars@gmail.com, and check us out on Facebook to get a hold of us. And if you'd like to, please check out our other videos and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day. Now on to the Charvel.